Howdy everyone and welcome back to the channel. We're excited to have you here for another monthly breakdown of the prop trading landscape. So as we move deeper into 2026, the prop firm industry as a whole continues to evolve at a fairly rapid pace. And March has already brought some really meaningful updates, so some shifts in rankings and new competitive standards that traders should definitely be paying attention to. So in this video, we're revealing our top 10 prop trading firms for March of 2026. And this is a carefully updated list that reflects the current state of the market. So whether you're someone who's preparing to take on your very first funded challenge, maybe you're switching firms to find better conditions or scaling multiple funded accounts, this ranking is designed to help you identify which firms are actually delivering value right now. As always, our rankings are not based on hype or outdated reputation. They're built on hands-on testing, platform performance, payout reliability, real transparency, and real feedback from active traders. There's definitely been some movement this month across a range of trading styles and program types. And we've also partnered with several firms on the list to bring you exclusive discount codes. So make sure you stick around until the end to get your hands on those. But without any further ado, here are our top 10 prop trading firms for March of 2026. Let's dive in. Starting at number 10 is Leveraged. And just to reinforce, guys, we're not going in depth on each firm in this video. All of our in-depth reviews are available on the website and on the channel here. But worth noting up front for Leveraged, they were founded in April 2025. So at the time of recording, about a year old. So getting onto a top 10 list at this stage is not something most firms manage. That alone tells you something about the momentum they've built. Now, their two standout programs are both one-step models. The Turbo Trade Challenge, also called Pay After You Pass, lets you prove your performance first and only charges you after you clear the evaluation. Very different type of model. The Sprint Challenge is built for speed, getting you to funded status and your first payout as quickly as possible. Account sizes run from $5K up to $1 million, which puts them amongst the highest funding options in the industry. Platform-wise, they offer MT5 and C Trader. Once again, I'm going to keep this fairly broad. We're going to look at the broader community sentiment. So jumping on over to Trustpilot, at the time of recording, standing out with a very healthy 4.5 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot from a growing number of reviews. And for a firm under a year old, that's a strong foundation. Some comments I saw, traders highlighting the challenge structure, the responsiveness of support as some of the main positives. So Leveraged on our list and expecting to continue to grow in the space. Number 9 is CryptoFund Trader. They were founded in 2021. They're operating across Spain, Switzerland, and Dubai. They've built a genuinely international presence over the years. The program range covers a 2-step challenge, 1-step challenge, and instant funding with account sizes from $2,500 all the way up to $200K. What separates them from most firms on this list is the platform selection. So MT5 and Match Trader are standard, but they also offer Bybit, which means crypto native traders are not being pushed into a traditional Forex environment. And that's a pretty meaningful distinction if that is your market and that's the place that you want to execute your trading. From a community standpoint, their Trustpilot situation is a bit unusual right now. They've historically held an excellent rating from over 1,000 reviews, but the rating is temporarily unavailable due to an ongoing investigation into fake reviews. The firm says they're working to resolve it. It doesn't reflect directly on their trading conditions or payouts, but it is something to be aware of as you do your own research. But overall, CryptoFund Trader still positioning themselves well in the industry. At number 8 is iFunds. They were founded in 2024. They're based in St. Lucia. They built their entire model around removing the evaluation. So their instant funding programs puts you into a funded account immediately with no challenge phases to pass through first. Account sizes run from $2,500 up to $500,000, all on MetaTrader 5. Now that does attract two very different types of traders: experienced traders who are confident enough they would pass an evaluation anyway, and newer traders who want real funded experience without the drawn out process. So both can get started here. Of course, just need to know your risk appetite. From a broader community standpoint, pretty limited reviews, really healthy rating from those reviews though. Some things I noticed was some fast onboarding, clear rules. They were coming up fairly consistently amongst the trader feedback. And for a firm this new, those numbers reflect a pretty well-run operation. So iFund's doing good things so far, and we anticipate that to continue to grow. Number 7 is Blue Guardian. They were founded in 2021. They're based out of Dubai. They offer one of the widest program selections in the industry, 2 instant funding options, 2 one-step challenges, 2 two-step challenges, a 3-step challenge, and a dedicated crypto challenge. So a little bit of a buffet for different types of programs. So if you have struggled to find a structure that fits your trading style at other firms, then there's probably a good chance that Blue Guardian has something for you. Account sizes from 5K to 400K with MT5, Match Trader, and Trade Locker available as trading platforms. Moving on to their Trustpilot, sits at a very healthy rating, just under 4 from a fairly healthy amount of reviews as well. It is slightly lower than most firms on this list, I will say. The feedback is a bit more mixed. The program variety consistently comes up as one of their strengths. As always, though, it's worth reading through the reviews before making a decision. We always want to give you guys the honest picture. But overall, Blue Guardian has had plenty of success in the industry and worth considering moving forward. At number 6 is Rebels Funding. They were founded in 2023 out of Bratislava. They have grown quickly and had a particularly strong update month, which factored into their ranking as well. Now, the program range covers 2-step, 1-step, 3-step, 4-step, and instant funding options, another smorgasbord for you. Account sizes from as little as 1K up to 320K, making this one of the more accessible starting points on the list. Trading is done through RF Trader, their proprietary platform, which is certainly a factor that helps them stand out from other firms in the space. Moving on to some broader industry sentiment, very good rating from over 2,000 reviews at the time of recording. And for a firm only 2 years old, that review count is fairly impressive. Flexible structure and transparent rules are the recurring themes amongst the feedback. As always, do your due diligence, good, bad, and everything in between, but overall sentiment very strong for Rebels Funding. At number 5 is the 5%ers. Now, they were founded in 2016. They are one of the most established prop firms in the industry, and their focus has always been long-term trader development rather than short-term pass rates. That philosophy shows up in how the evaluations are designed. They offer 2-step, 1-step, and 3-step challenge structures with account sizes from 2.5K to 250K and scaling available for consistent performers. Trading is on MT5 and C Trader with direct market access. Not the flashiest firm on the list, but one of the most disciplined, and for a lot of traders, that is exactly what they're looking for, hence their longevity in the industry. From a community standpoint, at the time of recording, from over 22,000 reviews, a near perfect score, an exceptional score really, and that volume of feedback at that rating tells you something real, fair rules, consistent payouts, and the educational approach of what traders talk about. Look, the 5% is one of the most trusted names in the space. Number 4 is FTMO, and if you've spent any meaningful time in prop trading, this name probably needs no introduction. They were founded in 2015 out of Prague. They effectively built the modern challenge model that most firms in the industry still base on. So their core structure is the 2-step evaluation with a 1-step option available. Account sizes from 10,000 to 200K with scaling for top performers. MT4, MT5, C Trader, and DX Trader are all available platforms. FTMO's value has never been in variety or gimmicks. They do one model, they do it extremely well, and they have maintained that standard for over a decade, which really no other firm can say. From a community and industry standpoint, a near perfect rating from over 40,000 reviews at the time of recording. In plain simple terms, they are the industry benchmark. Reliable payouts, transparent rules, professional support at scale. Those were some of the common themes that I saw going through those reviews. If you want to read 40,000 odd, by all means, but that rating across that many reviews is as close to a proof of concept as you will find in this space. Moving on to our top 3 for the month, and at number 3 is FundingPips. Once again, we've talked about these guys plenty, but they were founded in 2022 out of Dubai. They've grown fast and built a reputation that has held up under scrutiny. They have 2 two-step challenges, a 1-step option, and an instant funding program that cover their main paths. Account sizes from 5K to 200K with scaling available, and MT5, Match Trader, and C Trader on the platform side. Now, worth noting, they just expanded their top tier account size to 200K across all programs this month. So if you have been looking at them at the 100K level, that ceiling is now higher. What earns FundingPips the number 3 spot is not any single feature though, it is the consistency of the overall experience. Smooth onboarding, fast payouts, and clear rules that do not move on you. And if we look at the broader industry sentiment from over 50,000 reviews, an incredible rating, one of the highest review volumes in the industry. The consistency of the feedback across that scale is what puts them here at the forefront of the industry. Number 2 this month is Holler Prime, and the story here is worth pausing on. They were founded in August 2024, so about 18 months old at the time of recording, and already operating across Hong Kong, Dubai, Cyprus, India, and the UK. Building that kind of global infrastructure that fast is not common. Now, the program range is genuinely broad as well. 2 2-step challenges, 2 1-step challenges, instant funding, and 2 futures challenges. Account sizes from as little as 2K to 300K. Platform access covers MT4, MT5, Trade Locker, DX Trade, C Trader, and Match Trader. The futures offering in particular is something most prop firms still do not offer, and it opens the door for a different type of trader entirely. Looking at the industry sentiment, still kind of limited reviews, but put that down to just a limited amount of time in the space, but very healthy rating. Modern infrastructure and flexible funding models are what traders really point to and highlight. But for a firm this new, the trajectory is hard to ignore, and excited to see where they go over the next bit of time. And the number 1 prop firm for March of 2026 is FundedNext. Founded in 2022 out of Dubai, they've grown into one of the most widely used prop firms in the world, and at this point, the scale of what they have built speaks for itself. The program range covers 2 2-step challenges, a 1-step challenge, instant funding, and 3 futures challenges. Account sizes from 2K to 200K with scaling available. They operate through their own brokerage, FN Markets, which gives them direct control over execution quality and trading conditions. MT4, MT5, Match Trader, and C Trader are all available platforms. But what separates FundedNext at the top is not one standout feature, it is the combination. Diverse programs, strong execution, futures access, and an operational track record validated by a massive global user base. If we look at Trustpilot as a barometer for industry sentiment, from over 63,000 reviews at the time of recording, a very solid rating. Some things I noticed was fast payouts, clear rules, and reliable support come up again and again across tens of thousands of traders. That's not a coincidence. So FundedNext holds number 1 this month because they have earned it across every metric that matters. Well, that wraps up our best 10 prop trading firms for March of 2026. Again, these rankings are based on real data, real trader feedback, and continuous monitoring, not just marketing or hype. Now, as standards in the industry continue to rise, the firms on this list have earned their positions by delivering consistency, transparency, and reliable funding pathways. Now, if any of these firms stood out to you, we have full in-depth reviews on our website and here on the channel. And also, before you jump off, you'll find direct links and exclusive discount codes in the description, so you can make sure you check those out. Now, before we wrap up, if you have a different take on any of the firms we covered, or you're currently trading with any of them, drop a comment below. We always appreciate the community insight, especially coming from real trader feedback. And one last thing, if you found the video helpful and you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff, so you don't miss next month's ranking. Thanks for watching though, guys. Happy trading, and I'll see you on the next one.